it's like I won Oxy, obviously. Then won Princeton, had the world standard, and ran 3:39 a couple weeks ago. It's like, last year I was coming out here and I made the final and I was yelling about chicken. And and this year it's like if I don't finish, near the top, people are talking about me making world, all that stuff. So it's definitely a relief to get to that final and I'm ready to compete there.
Do you feel like there's more pressure?
Oh, definitely.
Yeah.
I mean, last year I was nobody, right? Like, who cared? And everyone was just stoked because there's some guy who got fifth who was like not good in high school.
Right.
And this year, no one cares anymore that I wasn't good in high school. It's the sort of thing where like I can't do the same thing anymore. You wonder if like finishing fifth isn't going to have that same feeling of satisfaction. And I think no matter what, right? Like I'll be proud of the season I've had. My stated goal going into it. I'm not the kind of guy who comes in and is like, all right, I was fifth, world championship or bust. I think my goal was to kind of come in and establish myself as a hot top level domestic athlete, right? Like one step. Like I had one good race last year, and this year it was like now I need to have a lot of good races and like back up the fact that I can beat these dudes who were not ahead of me last year, so I can make that jump. And no matter what, I think I've done that, right? Just between Oxy, Princeton, that 3:39. But it certainly would be a lot sweeter if I could make it happen on Saturday, wouldn't it?
Does it feel different without Jager, just like being in this field?
I mean, Hillary's running 8:08, what I'm saying? Stanley's running 8:08 too, 8:15 this year. Bayer's run fast. Mason's obviously going to be one of my rivals for a long time. We've had 2 duels this year, and there's plenty of other guys, including, whether it's Tanui and Keeter or, Michael Jordan, all those guys in the Army. It's definitely going to be a real battle. So.
Is it surreal at times?
Oh, you have no idea, man. The other day, a couple weeks ago, I was like talking with Ray, and we were, one of my teammates had a pretty bad race out of Princeton. We wondered if he had some asthma issues, and I was like, yeah, both of my really bad races kind of came at Princeton. Like when I was dead last at Haps, and then ran 15:35 there, and then we just like paused for a second, and I started laughing. Like we were like, who else out here can be like, oh yeah, I ran 15:35 in college.
Some of the girls, but
Actually, though.
Usually they're on this side of the rail if they run 15:30.
Yeah, exactly right.
Company. Feel pressure to live up to the mix zone performance from last year? I mean, this was your stage last time.
It's your breakthrough, I think. Right?
There's no doubt I feel some kind of pressure, but I think I'm just keep being me, and as long as I keep doing that, I think everyone was texting me after last year. They're like, oh yeah, like one of my friends was like, man, if you could like, if some girl who wouldn't date you, I would just like show them that video, and it's like that's Jordan, you can take it or leave it. It's the kind of thing where like everyone's like, oh yeah, like it's the same kid you've been for a minute and a half, so.
How's the anime going? Still on there?
Anime's going well, yeah. I'm like conversational-ish in Japanese right now, so I got made a lot of good progress in a year. Me and Brian Barraza before Azusa, we were watching this one called Run with the Wind. It's a great running. It's actually about the Hakone Ekiden, which you guys can look up. It's like a giant distance running event in Japan. Gets like 30% ratings. Gets you real fired up to get out there and run, I'll tell you that.
So last year, when you won whatever amount of money it was, that was pretty much your entire career winnings.
It was a large portion of it.
Yeah. This year, have you been? What's the total winnings this year?
More than that, and hopefully more coming on Saturday too.
Are you still working at Brown?
I'm still working at Brown. Yeah, I think a lot of people don't have you just kind of get the idea that like, oh well, if I ran this fast while I was working, then how fast could I run if I was sitting around jacking off all day? And it's the kind of thing where like, I've run really fast while working. I don't see why I would try and just like, change up, like make a major life decision. That's gonna, there's no predicting how it's actually gonna affect you. I love where I work. Being at Hillel, even though there's been a little organizational turnover, it's been like both meaningful, fun, and pays my bills. So I think, as long as I can still run and keep that job,
You work like 40 hours a week? How many hours a week?
25-ish, and time off in the summer. But
And are you sponsored by New Balance or?
We're working on it right now. I'm pretty excited. They were a company that took a bet, giving a guy like me some shoes when I was a 13:48, 8:38 guy who his career highlight was falling in the prelim at NCAA's in the first round. So they were a company that took a bet on me, and I'm pretty excited to grow the Ocean State Athletic Club, the club that me and my teammate Shane started a few years ago. We've had a lot of success both between my running, one of my teammates ran 7:44. One of our women, Millie Palladino, is out here at her first USAs. So we're pretty excited to keep growing that and have the opportunity to hopefully represent New Balance in the future, both in terms of me making a little money from them, fingers crossed. But they're just a great company. It's been awesome to have that relationship with them.
What do you think it's going to take to make the team? What type of time in the finals?
You never really know, do you? I know it'll take top 3.
PR though, you think you'll have to? Are you prepared to run a PR? Do you think
Yeah, definitely. You know, you look at the race I had. I love that last 800 at Princeton. You know, it's obviously going to take a lot. You know, those top 3 who've been the top 3 that are not named Evan Jaeger have been there for a while. But, you know, there's a lot of conversation between the rest of us, like, you know, me, Mason, MJ, whomever else, about getting out and trying to take him down. So that's what we're have to try and do, right?
What's for dinner tonight?
Chicken. You already know the answer to that question.
Thanks, Jordan.
All right, guys.
Thanks.
I missed the start. Did you say that you're so nervous you almost peed yourself? You
Yeah.
felt nervous?
Figuratively, I was about to pee myself.
But you were nervous.
Oh, I definitely get nervous. Like,
But more nervous this year because you had done well last year, or
like just a different kind of nervous, right? Like, I was really nervous last year because I knew what I wanted to do.
Right.
But this year there's like a level of like, if I don't do this, it's a failure,
Yeah.
right? Yeah. And that's a different kind of nerves, and it's definitely scary in its own way. But hey, I made the finals, so now I can just run, right?
yeah. Some people, it's a different type of nerves, like you said. Like Brazier, the first time he ran up a trail, freaked out kind of.
Yeah, exactly, right. It's hard.
You did something Jonathan Brazier didn't do today, so good job. Oh, that's not the Olympic trials, but all right.
Great
good
chatting
luck.
with you.
Thanks.